Hello, this is an announcement. I will be showing some of the mighty number 9 stages and their bosses. The review will be starting at 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Before that, you will be seeing the introduction to the game and you will also be seeing some of the gameplay. Tor Asbjørn.
It is the present year. Breakthroughs in robotic technology have ushered in a new era of peace and prosperity. Violence is confined to the Battle Coliseum, where robot combatants face off in spectacular duels. Today, the Coliseum walls once again echo with the shouts and cheers of excited fans, when suddenly...
Once again, the president has declared a countrywide state of emergency. This based on reports of haywire robots rampaging out of control in all 52 states. I'm being told we have a comment from Gregory Graham, CEO of Cherry Dynamics. Cherry Dyne, of course, being the world's leading robot manufacturer. Let's go there now, live.
Attention! Attention! Is this thing on? Oh. My fellow Americans, in this time of crisis, we at Cherry Dyne would just like to express that this isn't our fault. It's that Dr. Blackwell. He's the one behind this. Blame him! We at Cherry Dyne are doing all we can to help fix the situation. It's Blackwell. Hello, is this thing on?
Avi?
And now let's go live to our Eye in the Sky Avi for today's Avi News Traffic Report. Thanks, Avi. As you can see, we've got a few accidents eastbound on, well, everywhere!
Mighty number 6? What does he think he's doing? Unless... could he be malfunctioning?
It's like every bot in America went completely nuts all at once. Let me contact my brother at the head office in Tokyo. Maybe he can send help.
I'm sorry, Soichiro. Please understand. The Japanese government won't let us intervene until we know the cause of the malfunctions.
I was afraid of that. But it makes sense. After all, any robots you send to help could be affected as well, making things even worse.
Just to confirm, Mr. Sanda, if we can isolate the cause of the robot rampage, we'll send aid?
Absolutely, Professor White. Anything we can do. Did you have a plan in mind?
Yes. We'll send Beck to track down all his fellow mighty numbers. Great idea! Wait, what? His assimilation ability should filter any irregularities from his siblings' programming. If we can gather and study multiple samples, perhaps we can isolate the cause of the problem.
It's a long shot, but it's our only hope. The fate of the entire country hangs in the balance. I'll finish reactivating Cole so she can provide support. Let's get to it!
Professor, Not to worry, Beck. This is well within your capabilities.
We have seen the introduction to this game now. Some may complain about it lacking a lot, or being poor, or not making you feel you want to play this. In that case, you have probably never played a Mega Man game after what you have seen. However, I'm a Mega Man fan, and I've played through quite a few Mega Man titles. I must say this level of the story is close to the story of Mega Man X8, as it goes for the level, not like the plot itself. It's not like the plot is equal, but it's like the level of how it's been built up. Mega Man X8 came out for both the PC and PS2. That's back in 2004, as I recall. I have played through all the 10 Mega Man games in the original Mega Man series, and I played through Mega Man Base and all the 8 games in the X series. Now, let's have a look at the backstory for the main reason why Mighty Number 9 was made and released. After Keiji Inafune quit Capcom, he has been talking a lot with fans of his previous titles, and that goes especially for the Mega Man series, all of them, basically. Inafune is said to be the creator of the Mega Man series, which was very popular around the 90s and early 2000s. Some of the best Mega Man and Mega Man X games are Mega Man 2 and 3, Mega Man X, X3 and X8, and I'm also a fan of Mega Man X4. A few upcoming Mega Man titles were cancelled shortly after Inafune left Capcom for good. Inafune, he started a company together with other people, and those people were mostly people he knew already from earlier years in Capcom, when they were creating the Mega Man series of games. And they named the new company to be Comcept. They went in for a Kickstarter campaign with a goal of achieving like $900,000 to start on this game and release it. And that was basically for the PC, like the Steam versions basically. And they reached approximately $4 million. So the game was founded and they started on it. And they had a lot to achieve. Mighty Number 9 was released for Windows, Mac, Linux, Nintendo's 3DS, Wii U, PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One. So that's a total of 10 different systems and consoles. Mighty Number 9 was made using the no longer updated Unreal Engine 3. For that reason, it was quite delayed due to the fact that the programmers had a lot of manual networking programming for the different systems and platforms that I had to figure out and fix up. There were also other technical issues that delayed the game. Mighty Number 9 was released in Northern America and Asia, Japan at the 21st of June, and in Europe Mighty Number 9 was released at the 24th of June. And I got the game on a disc for the Nintendo Wii U, and I also have a digital version of the game on my PlayStation 4 console. That made it possible for me to compare it a lot to see if there were any differences. As it goes for the Mighty Number 9, I think it's an overall good game on the PlayStation 4 and not so good on the Wii U. It could have been so much worse and so much better at the same time. It depends on what system or platform you are playing it on. This review will mainly be all about the PlayStation 4 version, but it will also give some short comparisons to the Wii U version. When I'm playing a game, it's not that much about the graphics, but it's about the story, the controllers, the gameplay, the music and the sound effects. They are giving much more life into the game for me rather than the graphics. Of course, the graphics are important, but not that important at all. A game should never be challenging because of poor controllers or programming or game design. Unfortunately, that goes for the Wii U version using the gamepad. And also there were some bugs in the Wii U version. The same cases with the lag on the Wii U version. And that was some sayings like the bugs and the lag, I suppose they are really relevant to each other. But the lag is about non-existing on the PlayStation 4. So, back to the review. The voice actors could have been giving much more life into the characters, but there are some funny moments in here for sure. There are also characters with cool or good voice acting. One of my favorites is Countershade. Then you have the females named Dynatron and Cryospear that they have like weird voice acting. But still, I love the saying from Cryo when you save her. Back, woo, am I glad to see you? Which means, am I glad to see you? We have already seen some of the intro stage, which is definitely the easiest one in the game. Further on, we have seen the boss battle against the Round Digger. That's the intro stage boss. The intro stage introduces us to the controls in an overall okay way. It explains us what to do such thing. Then there isn't too much to say about that, which is a good thing to me. It's not a negative thing, saying as least as possible about it. And we have seen a character named Gregory Graham. He is the CEO of the Cherry Dynamics, and he is blaming on Dr. Blackwell for the incident at the Battle Coliseum. Then we have this scene where he is being interrupted by Mighty No. 6 named Aviator, and Aviator explains there are accidents everywhere. Finally, we are seeing Dr. Sanda, which says he will be contacting his brother in Tokyo to hear if they may send some help. And we see that also Dr. White thinks the only way to stop this mess is by sending Beck out. Beck is known as Mighty No. 9. While the story part has been going on, we have seen 2 of the stages where you find Mighty No. 1 Pyrogen and Mighty No. 2 Cryosphere. I think they are challenging compared to other Mega Man games. Beck cannot wall jump as we remember doing with X, but he can do short dashes. One long dash for X is equal to approximately 2 of Beck's long dashes. I suppose the idea is just to not copy the Mega Man and Mega Man X games in an exact way. But we have 8 siblings, which is most likely one of the biggest copies or references to the Mega Man games. For instance, we can refer to the 8 Robot Masters in every single Mega Man game except for Mega Man 1, if you go for the original series. And we have also the Mavericks and Rapid Force, which is in Mega Man X4. And I find that to be all fine myself. And we also have the red in Mega Man X7. Usually there is a challenging part in each stage. For instance, in Pyrogen stage, I would say the most challenging part is when the pillars are falling down and you need to air dash between the pillars, or not the pillars, but the platforms. In Cryosphere stage, it is the part where you drop down with all the death spikes around you. However, you have 2 ways to choose between in Cryosphere stage, so that's making it much easier if you wanted to do the easy way. I think the gameplay is good, the graphics are alright to me, the music is also okay, not as memorable as in the Mega Man series, but still it is good. In the options menu, you may also choose 8-bit music, but I really didn't listen to that or use it at all. I don't think it's that memorable or epic or retro as the Mega Man 8-bit style. When you defeat one boss, the boss will be helping you in another specific stage. That's just like thinking of the boss weaknesses in the Mega Man series. For example, Pyrogen will help you out in Cryosphere stage, and Cryosphere will help you out in Battalion stage, and so it goes on. Another difference from the Mega Man and the Mega Man X games is when you have gained a weapon. That will be known as the exhalation in Mighty No. 9. From a specific sibling, you will turn out to be looking more like that sibling. Personally, I think that's a feature I really like. You did not look like them, you only got the color from, which was sort of referring to the Mavericks and Robot Masters in the Mega Man and Mega Man X games or series. Some of the stages are definitely harder than others, but they are not impossible at all. 2 of the hardest mighties to defeat might be Brandish, if you are using the normal backshots, and Aviator. Some will say Pyrogen, and I agree about that too, but once you know his attacks, he isn't that bad. Mighty No. 6 Aviator is definitely the boss which is giving you the most pain, since you may easily drop down and die from the battleground, because you have to be on 1 out of 3 platforms up in the air. So if you fall down, you're dead, and you have to restart it, the battle. I also used some time to get famous with the Cryosphere. The bouncing ice ball was giving me a rough time, especially if you had some ice on the ground or in front of you or behind you. I mean, like in front of you or behind you. And you had to get past that quickly to escape the bouncing ice ball coming towards you that the Cryosphere was shooting out. That very often froze me, or was freezing me. I think the boss battles are definitely my favorites in this game, but there are also some epic battles later on in the game. However, I will not spoil the final stages. In my opinion, the game could have contained 2 or 3 more stages. Mighty No. 9 is a bit short, but when you have different difficulty levels, which is making it where you can make it extremely easy or challenging, whether what you prefer to do. You may also start the stages with 9 lives from using the options menu, from the user options menu.
Is that you, Beckles? What are you doing up here?
Mission clear.
I hope that you like my different kind of review than other reviews. I have really never done a video review myself until now. This review is very delayed due to other things that's been going on. As it goes for the score, this is how it turns out on the PlayStation 4 version of the game. The difficulty, I will give it 9 out of 10. You have a good variation of difficulties in the game. The music and sound effects get 7.5 out of 10. Overall it is fair, it's not as memorable as most of the Mega Man X games and Mega Man games, but still it isn't that bad either. Note that the voice acting could have been better, but still I have heard much worse than this, referring to Mega Man 8 and Mega Man X4. The gameplay gets a score 8 out of 10. The overall gameplay is good. I wish though you didn't have to destroy your fingers to take out the final boss. Still the gameplay is quite good. It's like a classic platform game to me. The boss battles are fun, the cell observation is a nice thing which makes it a bit different from the Mega Man games. Each cell provides you a specific ability for a short amount of time. I do miss a menu where you can change from back to one of the other mighties, so that means you can pause the game and just shift like in a Mega Man game. So in other words, you may get tired pressing a lot of the buttons to go up and down on the acceleration menu while you are in game, and the acceleration means the where you switch between each of the mighties. The controllers will get 8 out of 10. The controllers are responding as they should. You can also make very short dashes and a bit longer dashes by pressing the dash button. The graphics, 7 out of 10. Some complain it to be a bit bland and too much pizza explosions. I can agree about that to a certain point, but the graphics looks better on the PlayStation 4 version compared to the Wii U version. The story compared to the Mega Man and Mega Man X series, 8.5 out of 10. We do easily get into the plot of the game, and we get more and more details throughout the game, and it has also a twist in it. So you will, I will not spoil anything, but yeah, if you play it you will see there's a twist going on throughout the game as well. The overall score that I give the PlayStation 4 version of Mighty No. 9 is 8 out of 10. It's a good game on the PlayStation 4. If you're asking me to give you the Wii U version a score, it will be approximately 2 points less compared to the PlayStation 4 version, maybe 3 as well. I do recommend the PlayStation 4 version, but I will not tell anyone to buy the Wii U version. Thanks for watching this video, thanks for watching the review and listening to me. I hope you enjoyed the video at the background, in the background, and also the introduction to the game. Take good care.